Hey kids, this is Ocho here, talking to you from Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson. I'm the flight lead for our two-ship of F22's sitting alert for NORAD Track Santa this evening. Tonight we'll be taking you alongside us as we scramble, intercept, and escort Santa's sleigh as he enters Alaskan airspace to deliver his toys and gifts to you all this evening.
Good evening, I'm Ringer, and I'm the wingman for tonight's mission. I'm just as excited as you are. We've been tracking Santa all evening as he works his way south and west from the North Pole, visiting all you good boys and girls. Shouldn't be too long before he reaches Alaska, so make sure your milk and cookies are ready to go. You can follow along with us at www.noradsanta.org or dial 1-877-HI-NORAD to get a real-time update on Santa's location.
Hi folks, Dangle here, speaking to you from Top Rock Sector Control. My crew and I will be watching the skies with our radars, monitoring the radio frequencies, and ready to pass a scramble order to the F-22's once we get the first indication that Santa is on his way. We're expecting him to cross the border from Canada shortly and are ready and waiting. Stay tuned in and we'll be back to talk to you throughout tonight's mission. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
What's up, Ocho? I'm excited to be sitting alert this Christmas. Thanks for the opportunity, because I've been looking forward to this all year. Think we'll get some activity tonight?
Ringer, I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed. This is my fourth Christmas Eve sitting alert, and it never gets old. I need you to promise me one thing, though. When we get the call to scramble and escort to greet Santa, make sure we keep it straight and level, all right? Just follow my lead.
No problem. I've been running practice intercepts all week in the sim, and I'm ready to go.
Awesome. And when I say push it up, I mean it. Santa definitely isn't a low, slow flyer that we sometimes see.
Copy that. Well, until then, what's the plan?
Our excellent maintenance team has the F-22's ready and standing by. Nothing to do except sit back, relax, and wait for the call. Just don't eat too much. We might be pulling some high G's. Oh, and if and when that klaxon sounds, I know you'll be ready to go. There's not a second to spare.
You got it, bro. I checked in with NORAD before we got here to see where Santa is right now, and apparently he's getting close.
Great news, man. Hey, I'm going to call my kids to make sure they've got their PJs on. Answer that scramble phone if it rings, and I'll be right back.
No worries, I'm all over it. Hey, kids, we're going to take a break while we wait for the call from NORAD headquarters. In the meantime, you can visit www.noradsanta.org or dial 1-877-HI-NORAD to get live updates on where Santa is now. Until then, hang tight. We'll be back in a moment. Combat Alert Cell, this is Ringer.
Ringer, this is Dangle at Top Rock. We just received a heads up from the Canadian NORAD region that an unidentified aircraft is tracking west through the Yukon, heading towards Alaska. Your mission is to immediately scramble and intercept this aircraft. Commander's intent is for you to get airborne and reference east to meet it at the border. Early indications are that it's a sleigh-shaped object. Intel is telling us that has high confidence that this is the real deal.
Copy that. I'll grab Ocho and we'll talk to you once airborne. Ocho, Top Rock just called with an immediate scramble order.
Copy all. Do you have your AIF gear and all your cold weather gear?
Affirm.
Night vision goggles?
Yep.
How about your camera?
Already in the jet.
All right, let's go. Kids, if you're listening, keep those radios on and you'll hear from us soon. We're going to run out to the jets and get them started and ready, so it might get loud. We'll check back in once we're taxiing out to the runway. Until then, ask your parents to log on to www.noradsanta.org or dial 1-877-HI-NORAD to speak to NORAD headquarters. They'll give you the latest data on where we are tracking Santa right now. See you soon. All right, kids, this is Ocho and Ringer. Flying tonight is Clause 11, Flight of 2, and we are strapped in and taxiing out of the hangar and up to the runway. We received our ATC clearance and are cleared to take off. Clause 1-2, call when ready.
Clause 1-2, ready. Jet is good to go, all strapped in, seat armed, stealth mode engaged.
I don't think we'll need stealth mode today. We want to see and be seen. And we can't startle Blitzen. He's still a little skittish after last year.
Copy. Disengage in stealth mode. Have you talked to Top Rock yet?
They just sent us a message. It looks like a track coming from Canada has been electronically identified as 1 by sleigh and 9 by reindeer-sized objects. We're at the departure end of the runway now. Negative traffic. Confirm ready?
Ready.
Copy. Tower. Clause 1-1. Flight of 2 F22's. Ready for takeoff. Runway 24. Request switch to Top Rock once airborne.
Clause 1-1, Elmendorf Tower, you are cleared for takeoff.
Clause 1-1. Cleared for takeoff. Push Top Rock. Clause 1-1. Airborne over J-Bear. Passing 200 feet for flight level 310. No clouds up here. Should be clear at 1,000,000. Clause 1-2. Look right and you can see all the lights in Anchorage.
Nice. I think I can see my house from here.
Clause 1-1, Top Rock, radio check.
Top Rock. Clause 1-1. Checking in as fragged. We have you loud and clear.
Top Rock, loud and clear as well. Good evening. I have you radar contact bearing 360 for 8 miles from J-Bear. Confirm weapon safe.
Clause 1-1. Weapon safe.
Copy, weapon safe. Let's make sure to keep them that way. Clause 1-1, reference 080, keep climbing up to flight level 410. Supersonic approved, negative commercial traffic. Santa is ingressing in high and fast tonight.
Copy 080 up to flight level 410. Clause 1-1, flight in the turn. Kids, we're going to be going off the radios for a few moments while we sprint out to the border. To follow along real time with Santa's position, log on to www.noradsanta.org. To follow along real time with Santa's position. To see our live radar feed or dial 1-877-HI-NORAD to speak to one of our operators to get an update on where Santa is currently. Talk to you soon. Hey kids, Ocho Airborne here with Ringer. We're talking to Dangle at Top Rock, and we are on our way to intercept and escort Santa as he enters Alaskan airspace.
That weather brief was right. The northern lights sure are super bright tonight. And look, Mount Denali is in the clear with no cloud cover. I'm going to get a few photos for NORAD.
Just no tweets right now. These Raptors don't fly themselves.
Clause 1-1, Top Rock control. We've got radar contact with Santa. Stand by, commit.
Clause 1-1.
Clause 1-1, commit 060. Target is currently broad 080-100 from you. Flight level 400, tracking 300 towards Fairbanks.
Clause 1-1, commit 060. Clause 1-2, look 060. Call when radar contact that track.
Clause 1-2, Wilco. I'm picking up something. It might be him. It is. Radar contact Santa Claus. High and fast. We should be able to cut him off, though.
Clause 1-1, copy. Push it up. Set Mach 1.5. Reference 360 for cutoff.
Clause 1-1, Top Rock. Copy. 360 for the cutoff heading. I'm showing range 40 miles to Santa. Call when visual.
Clause 1-1. Clause 1-2 is now donning night vision goggles. Santa has got to be smaller than an airliner.
Clause 1-1, same. I heard it used to be pretty difficult back in the day before night vision goggles. Just had to rely on spotting Rudolph and his shiny red nose.
Clause 1-1. Clause 1-2. I've seen something bearing 360 for 20. Looks to be flashing red. It's definitely moving fast. Affirmative. Visual Rudolph.
Top Rock, Clause 1-1. Clause 1-2 has a visual ID on Rudolph, expecting Santa, the sleigh, and the rest of the gang to be visual soon. We'll intercept to have one of us on either side of his formation, and we'll pass an update once the intercept is complete and we are in position to escort.
Top Rock, copies all. We'll pass word to NORAD HQ that you have visual confirmation of Santa's team in Alaskan airspace. Kids, stay tuned. We'll be back shortly to update you on the developing situation. If you're really curious to see where Santa is right now, check out www.noradsanta.org or ask your parents to call 1-877-HI-NORAD. Bye for now.
Hey kids, Ocho back with you alongside Ringer and Clause 1-1 flight being supported by Dangle with Top Rock with an update on Santa's journey around the world and the ongoing NORAD mission to escort him through the United States and Canadian airspace. We're currently about to pull up alongside the big man himself and we'll establish radio contact with him.
Clause 1-1. It looks like Santa sees us. He's slowing down. Request to close to a visual formation. Camera is ready.
Clause 1-1, this is Top Rock Control. You're cleared to close to a visual formation and make contact. Make sure you take note of the door numbers on the sled. NORAD likes to keep track of that, and apparently he's been modernizing his ride in recent years.
Good evening, Santa Claus. This is Claus 11 flight off your right and left side, and we will escort you through your Alaskan journey tonight. It's good to see you again. You haven't aged a day.
Ho, ho, ho. Good evening, Claus 11, and Merry Christmas to you. I've got some special gifts for you and your whole family in my sled, along with a bunch of gifts for all the good boys and girls here in Alaska. And Claus 12, have you been a good F22 pilot this year? Have you paid your SNACO bills, and have you done all your instrument testing?
I have indeed, Mr. Claus. Sir, everything's on the up and up.
Good to hear, Claus 12. I appreciate you all coming out to see me this evening. I do enjoy the company, and it gets lonely sometimes up at the North Pole, though those darn elves, they keep Mrs. Claus and me busy. We've had an extraordinary number of letters and calls from Alaska this year, and my sleigh is filled to the brim with presents.
That's great to hear, Santa, and we are honored to be able to fly with you tonight. Where are you headed to first?
Well, as you know from last year, I like to make my way up over the North Slope first and go around the state, stopping in all the cities, towns, and homes along the way. And on my way out, I'll fly west over the Aleutian chain on the way down to Hawaii. At some point, I'll have to change into my warm weather gear, though, but up here it's still too chilly for that.
Claus 11, Top Rock. We scrambled the KC-135 airborne tanker out of Allison for you to refuel. It should be close by shortly.
Copy all, Tot Rock. We'll need some gas soon. That supersonic sprint out to the border used a lot of it.
Claus 11, I see some lights in the distance. Is that Fairbanks?
Claus 12, affirm. Seems like as good a time as any to grab some gas. Then we can set up a cap while Santa drops into Fairbanks. How does that sound to you, Mr. Claus?
Sounds like a great plan. And for all those boys and girls listening, I'll be stopping by each and every one of your houses very soon. Hey, parents, be sure to send those kids to bed and tuck them in tight. Make sure to put out some milk and cookies, and maybe a carrot or two if you can. Rudolph and the rest of the reindeer gang need to have a snack too. Merry Christmas to you, Ocho, and to you, Ringer, and a Merry Christmas to everyone tuning in. Ho, ho, ho.
There he goes. We need to find out what motors he has in that sleigh. No way that's all reindeer power. Top Rock, how does Santa's sleigh fly so fast and so far without refueling? I'm a bingo fuel.
Claus 12, Top Rock. That data is probably classified, but you might be able to find out if you call 1-877-HI-NORAD or visit our website at www.noradsanta.org. There's lots of info there.
Claus 11, good to know. We're going to top off at the tanker pretty soon, then we'll be continuing to escort Santa across the state. Merry Christmas, everybody, and happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, kids. Thanks for tuning in.
Merry Christmas, guys, and to all a good night. We'll be ending the broadcast here. You can keep checking the status of Santa's travels at our website or just ask your Alexa, where's Santa? Just make sure you're in bed and fast asleep when your parents tell you they know better than anybody when Santa's about to arrive. Good night, everybody.